Hey, what do you say? It is another special edition of the Run-In Podcast for you. My name is Tommy Paradise.
It's showtime, folks. It's your boy DJ up here in the rafters, and Tommy got me doing this early in the morning on the West Coast.
Super early in the West Coast, man. Come on, man. Get with the real time. Everybody works on Eastern time. Nobody works on Pacific time. My name is Tommy Paradise. As I said, this is the Run-In Podcast. We're going to recap SummerSlam here and a couple other things that happened in the world of wrestling this week for you. Just a reminder that we are coming back full force after Clash at the Castle. That is Memorial Day weekend. Or I'm sorry, Labor Day weekend. I always get those two holidays mixed up. And then we'll be back full time after that. The Run-In Podcast is always brought to you by Figure Collections, shop.figurecollections.com to grab your Cella Retros, your Cella BCWs, all that good stuff. They're all on shop.figurecollections.com, and you can use the code RUN10 to save 10%. If you're looking for something besides the Cella stuff, you can go to just figurecollections.com and find his eBay store. And he's got a bunch of elites. He's got all kinds of Simpsons figures, more than just wrestling. If you're looking for something, you can check out his eBay store and grab whatever you are looking at or looking for, and grab his check out his figure database as well. All right, DJ, SummerSlam just happened. We'll get right to it, man. We won't waste any time here. Let's get right to it, man. SummerSlam this past weekend, the first premium live event under Triple H. What did you think overall? What did you think?
Definitely, I would give it like I'll go like 7.8.
Okay.
So still had fun with it. I like, again, like, so I like that just almost every match had like some kind of twist, like that happened either during or after the match. So that, again, that smells of things Triple H writes, like when we're used to what we're used to with the black and gold NXT, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're headed in a good direction here. I think more you're gonna now see less people in catering is what I think is gonna happen.
Yeah, I agree, man. I got home from the Red Sox game, the last place Red Sox, Saturday night, and threw it right. It was a 4:00 game that we went to. Threw it right on, and I walked right into the Usos and Street Profits match, which we'll get into, and just the whole thing. Actually, like, not a huge difference, obviously, but like there was little things that you noticed,
right?
That were post Vince McMahon era. Like, I noticed Michael Cole was way more tolerable. It just seemed like he was more relaxed not having Vince in his ear. I know I'm not the only one who noticed that. I saw a couple.
Don't say this and don't say that.
Right, exactly. I noticed a few people online saying the same thing, and just talking to a couple of my local friends, them saying the same thing as well. So, just one of the small things. I actually really dug the stage, how there was no stage. It was just like old school 1994 superstars, where it was just a video screen of them coming out. I'd give the pay-per-view overall, honestly, like a solid 9. I think. I really think the whole show, top to bottom, I thought was really good. Overall, I think they did a great job too. Obviously, we all know half the stadium was like roped off because they didn't fill it. They did a great job though of making it look like that thing was full to the brim, right? Just with camera angles and stuff like that.
I wonder, we'll talk about it on the regular show. I wonder what happened there. Like, I wonder why they weren't able to.
Yeah, I think it was just a combination. I mean, this is just opinion, obviously, but I think it was just the product. Was a little. People were kind of sick of the product, maybe, and needed some changes. I think if Vince McMahon had retired maybe a month earlier, maybe they would have filled it, or at least filled it more than they did. I don't know. A football stadium is a tough job to fill. Like, I feel like that is like only for WrestleMania. Like, that's the only way they would be able to fill it. But
I agree with that.
They did a baseball stadium for Royal Rumble the last 2 years. Baseball stadium, I think, is a little different. You're looking at 30,000 instead of 75,000. Just a rough estimate there, but yeah, I think a football stadium for anything but WrestleMania, I feel like is a huge chore.
Yeah, because like you're saying, like WrestleMania is international. Like you have people coming internationally to come watch that show, to be in the house for that show. Whereas I think SummerSlam is still pretty regional, like whatever stadium. I'm still not feeling traveling across the country to go to SummerSlam, for example.
Dude, I'm not even feeling driving 90 minutes up the road to go to Survivor Series right now. So it's going to be in Boston, and I'm just kind of like, we'll see what happens. We'll see as we get closer to the show. But
the storylines.
Yeah, exactly. Survivor Series has become so and again, we'll talk about this as it gets down to the wire here with the with Survivor Series, but just Survivor Series is so changed after all of everything going down. But let's run down the card, man. The first match came right out of the gate. They came out of the gate hot with Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch. It's crazy how over Bianca is.
Yes. I think it's just that she had it's hard to be right on that fence of I'm a baby face, I'm going to come out smiling and skipping, and at the same time I could fulfill the audience that wants to see a badass, and she does it some kind of way. She does it, and that's how you're as a baby. I think it's harder to be over as a baby face than a heel,
for sure. To be a heel, all you got to do is say you hate the town that you're in.
Right.
Right. Or say something about the Titans while you're doing a promo there in Nashville. Yeah. Super easy to be a heel. But great match. Becky Lynch. I mean, I know she's kind of stale at this point with her character and stuff. I think people are sick of her. Ends up with a dislocated shoulder. She's gonna be out of action for a little bit, but she always delivers. That's her, Charlotte. You get sick of them, but they're gonna bring it every single time that they're on the card. And Becky Lynch didn't fail this time. No. Kind of. I think it's weird to have her turn. She kind of turned at the end there to help Bianca. I think that's kind of a weird stand. I think Becky is a way better heel than face. But we'll see what happens. She'll probably turn back into the man character, I would think. But
that's what happens when she comes back. Like on Raw, yeah. And but then at the same time, they brought in some, as you were saying, how stale this character of Becky became. Then we got a fresh turnover of soil coming, on a run-in at the end there. So
pun intended on the
yes, very
on a run-in. Obviously we saw the return of Bayley. Io Shirai gets called up and is now Io Sky, and Dakota Kai gets re-signed and is now they're now a faction. No name yet, right? I didn't hear anything on Raw.
Nope.
As far as a faction,
they're jumping everybody. They're doing NWO style, jumping every match.
I'm here for it, man. We've been speculating on forever, even before our break. When is Bayley coming back? When's Bayley coming back? And here she is, in all her glory. Yes. looking a little thicker than she did before she left. I think she also. I don't know if you noticed this. I noticed this on Raw last night. She looked a little bit old. I don't know if it's because Dakota Kai and Io Shirai look super young, or
probably,
or if it was her makeup or something. But she looked a little old. I had a buddy text me saying the same thing.
Because Io and Dakota, what are they?
20s? Yeah, they gotta be in there. I mean, I don't think Bayley's super old, but she's got to be 30 at least at this point now. Right. But and again, that's not a huge thing. She just, I don't know. She just looked a little old to me, but I'm excited to have them back. Some new blood on the roster, some new angles. It'll be good. Yeah, she's 33. So
and then so it looks like they're just jumping everybody across the line. They're just, if you have a match, you're jumping in and beating you up. So
Yeah.
let's see how this works. Like they got my attention. Like,
I
okay,
like
let's see what happens.
I like it. We both picked Bianca Belair for that match, so
Yes.
no change there. Logan Paul and The Miz. God, Maurice looked great. This was a good match too. I've seen the memes going around, man, and I agree that Logan Paul is already a better wrestler than Dominic Mysterio.
I'm gonna have to agree with that. I'll agree with that too. You got to give credit where you can say what you want about the guy, but he puts the work in. All I have to like is just when he boxes. I would like to see him box a actual ranked active boxer.
Yeah.
And then come talk to me. That's all I'm saying. If he beats that guy, hey, then I have nothing to say.
Right.
But anywho, with wrestling, yeah, you can tell he's putting the work in. He knows how to work the crowd and everything. There's no complaints here from when it comes to the wrestling side.
And WWE did the old we're gonna have him come out while we're showing a video package, so you don't hear the crowd booing him.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
I don't hate that idea.
I think it's just to shorten the time.
Yeah,
is probably why they do that.
And that match actually ended up going a little bit long, but yeah, man, Logan Paul pulled it off, and I mean, The Miz always delivers. The Miz is old, reliable, and he's like I said this about Orton in the past, where like it's like having Jake Delhomme as your quarterback, or like somebody who's just like you say can drive the bus,
right?
Miz is always going to deliver on whatever he's doing. So
he can wrestle a bucket.
Yeah. Yep. Good stuff there. I actually picked Logan Paul, and you picked
Glow.
The Miz.
I was trying to stick up for your homie and pick The Miz, and then he went.
I got a text from him saying, "Shame on." Then shame on me for picking Logan Paul, but I told him it was with my heart I was picking The Miz, but with my brain I was picking Logan Paul.
With your little clammy hands on the title, you're picking Logan Paul.
That's right. I was picking to win. Next match up was Bobby Lashley and Theory. I was actually surprised. This is where you got a point. You picked Lashley because he's black. I picked Theory, and Lashley came away with the win on this one. This match was good. It was just solid. There wasn't anything I feel like special about it or anything like that. We all knew we were seeing Lashley later, or Theory later on in the show.
No, it's kind of like the match. Like, even though we like the ending to that match at WrestleMania 31 with Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. But I think, like, if you're honest, like, that match was not really all that until the finish.
Right.
And then we knew, like, in the back of everybody's head, it's like, okay, we're going to see this guy later anyway, like there was no reason for him to win this match. So it's the same thing. It felt the same thing here. It's like, okay, I think we're like, especially this is going to be a no disqualification match. So of course, Rome is going to be all beat up. We're going to see this guy again. So, so that's what it felt like you're saying.
Right. Then next, and you picked, we talked about that. You picked Lashley. I picked Theory. Then we had the Mysterios defeating the Judgment Day, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley. Me and you both picked Judgment Day on this one. But the Mysterios got some help from Edge.
Right.
Right.
I don't know why I didn't see that coming.
No, I don't know why I didn't see it coming either. I thought that as soon as I heard or saw that he had come back, I was like, shit, man, why didn't I think of that? I was actually hoping
on this day, you're like, damn, how come I didn't see that?
I love that he came back with that music. And I got to say, man, old Edge looks 1,000 times better than with his haircut than with long, straggly, homeless man hair.
You gotta, there's a, even Sean was like, okay, there's a time you got to give it up, right?
Yeah, exactly. But again, solid match. And that was the thing from top to bottom on this card, man. I felt like every match, the exception of one, which we'll get to, was solid from top to bottom.
Sure.
Just a very entertaining wrestling match.
Sure.
I was hoping to see Bray Wyatt come out with Edge, but now that Hunter's in charge, I was hoping.
They're probably gonna milk and we still got SmackDown coming up.
Right, true.
So he's probably they're milking. They're gonna milk it a little bit, which they should. Like I'm not mad at that. I can wait.
Right. Well, and like we said,
let's do it right. I'm like, I'd rather you do it right than rush it.
Yeah, and on last week's show or the SummerSlam preview show, we talked about how there's going to be small changes going along here. It's not going to be all one big change at once.
Right.
It's, it's going to take some time to get.
And you want I kind of like the little seeds at first, and then you let it grow over the weeks instead of just flopping something out there. It's great for the moment, but then after a while, you're like, okay, now what?
Yeah, for sure.
Which there's another company that likes to do that. But all right, we'll move on.
Next match was, let's see here. Oh, McAfee and Happy Corbin.
Yes.
Another nice match here. This match, we both picked McAfee. This match, I was thinking about it afterwards, and as much as I loved seeing McAfee win, and I loved the choir singing bum ass Corbin.
Yeah.
But I did note it, or I do kind of wish that like Corbin got like a sneaky, typical heel win in this match. Just because like you either the Miz or you got these part-time guys obviously with Logan Paul and Pat McAfee. Like I would kind of wish one of them lost just to kind of change things up a little bit. But Happy Corbin takes the loss to McAfee. Like it would have been nice just to see Corbin get a cheap win. You know what I mean? Pull his tights or foot on the rope or something.
I think if this was any of the mid-tier pay-per-views, that's what would have happened. But I think it's just like with SummerSlam, WrestleMania, they kind of always wanted to be like the home team winning the Super Bowl kind of thing. So that's why, that's why I think Pat gets the win. But like if this was like say Fastlane or something like that, then yeah, Happy would have gotten some kind of heel win.
Sure, that's a good point there. We both picked McAfee. McAfee looked great, man. I loved him chugging the beer afterwards with a fan. And then high-fiving some of the Titans that were in the crowd and stuff.
Hey, yep.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Usos defeated the Street Profits, man. I thought we were going to see it. I thought we were going to see that heel turn and or not heel turn, but yeah, I guess it would be a heel turn if Montez.
One of them's got to, if they break out, somebody's got to be heel.
Sure. Yeah. They're teasing it. I feel like they're trying to, they're dangling that carrot right in front of us that it's going to happen.
Oh yeah. Fast forward to Raw. They go for the Rochambeau to and then Tez just grabs the ref while he's standing there and starts the match. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, yep.
So they are teasing it. Tez is ready. Yeah. Like Tez is ready. Like 100%. So I don't want old boy though to be a Marty Jannetty though.
I don't either.
He doesn't deserve that. He's a good worker too. It's just that Tez has the better his character is just more out there than his. That's all it is.
He's got more. Montez definitely has more charisma than Dawkins. Yeah, man. I was actually if the Profits didn't turn on each other, I was hoping that they won, but the Usos, man, it's hard to beat.
It's hard to beat.
I got a question for you here. Are the Usos the greatest tag team of all time?
Man, I don't know of all time, but I will definitely right now say they're the best tag team right now. Like they're the number one tag team right now.
I would say they're the best tag team in the last 20 years, hands down. Hands down in the last 20 years.
I can't argue that, actually. I can't argue it.
Yeah. They are easily top 3 tag team of all time in my mind.
I can do that.
Hard to say like of all time.
All time, yeah.
Right. You got the Road Warriors, you got the Hart Foundation. Like there's so many good tag teams.
Right.
That
we got to see wrestle. So I think, some folks older than us didn't really get to see them wrestle and feel like when they would come out, for example, like, the pop that they would get when they would come out, so they don't know that. So you're just going off of old video. But we're old enough to where we've got to see all these teams actually in their prime.
Right.
And yeah, I can go top 3.
Yeah.
for all time.
I've got no problem saying top 3 of all time.
And then best, right? Like, but I think by a country mile of right now, they're the best tag team of right now.
Oh, hands
by
down,
a country mile,
especially with how weak the tag team divisions are right now. So,
and in my opinion, on both companies, I think the tag team division is not all that great right now.
No, I mean, you can argue that, FTR is the other probably best tag team of right now, but they're not on that level yet of the Usos. The Usos just I've never seen the Usos have a bad match either. If you think about that, even going back to like their island shorts, or the shiny shorts back in the day.
And they come out and do the haka and
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember ever seeing them have a bad match. So
very rare.
Yeah,
it's very rare.
Yeah. We both picked the Usos on that one. And then the next match was Liv and Ronda. This match is the one match where, like, and obviously after the show, we're hearing, they ran short on time because of because Logan Paul and the Miz ran long.
I figure that's the way it looked to me. Like they were rushing.
Yeah. But I wish I liked what they did with the match, considering they didn't have a lot of time, obviously knowing now. Obviously, when the match was going on, you're like, what the hell? What did they just do to, why does this look so bad or whatever? But I gotta say, I like the controversial finish. I like the way they, I don't know if that pin was supposed to be on purpose or not, or if that was a mistake. Right. But I like the way they're handling it now, where it's like Ronda's suspended, aka she's going to go spend some time with her family. And now, Liv doesn't look so bad because she got the win. There's no, there's still controversy around it. And I'm sure they'll address it on SmackDown. Somebody will come out and say something, but it's just not as bad as I thought it was going to be the first night. When it's fresh in your mind. On SummerSlam night, you're like, what the hell? Why is it like this? And then everything comes out afterwards. The one thing I am happy, another thing, Ronda's one of those characters that I'm glad Triple H is in charge now, because I just feel like that we're seeing with Vince, we were seeing a Ronda with coloring in the lines kind of thing, where that's not who she is as a person. Just look at, so she is one of the people that speaks during the Kurt Angle documentary, for example. I know you haven't seen it yet. Right. But when you see it, you're going to see how just her speaking candidly on her own, her character is way more interesting. And then I would like to see her and Baszler, when she comes back, her and Baszler should be a tag team. That's where we should be. Because we already know they're cool. We already know that their skill set is similar, which is good for a tag team. Let it do it. Yeah, I wouldn't hate that. I'm glad she's taking some time away. I think Ronda gets stale pretty quick. So I think giving her some time off here and there is definitely helpful. Yes. We both picked Liv on that one, and then the main event. Oh my God, what a fun main event! I agree. The fucking tractor, and just happy Brock lifting up the ring. I was literally sitting in my living room smiling like an idiot with when they were like, all these bodies are on the floor, and it's like Theory's on the ground, the Usos, Heyman, like everybody is just sprawled out everywhere. For a world title match, by the way. It was just so ridiculous. And then having all the stuff on Brock was perfect. That match, whoever booked that match, whether it was Hunter or whoever, but in the back, Paul. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. It definitely wasn't Dana Warrior. But they deserve a raise, because that was one of the most fun main events in quite some time. It was just awesome. I can just see somebody, wait, this is the main event, right? Yeah. So that means we could do whatever we want to the ring. So yeah. It's just get the tractor and freaking lift up the ring. It was just a blast to watch. Even the next day. So like I said, I missed the beginning of the pay-per-view. So Monday morning, I knew we were going to be recording this. So Monday morning, I went and I said, hey, we're going to do, I went back and started watching since I knew we were going to do this. And, I watched the matches that I missed, and then I rewatched the main event one more time just because it was just so fun to watch. So fun to watch. But yeah, man, for me, the pay-per-view is overall, I think like very solid 9. Very solid 9. Very few things wrong with it.
Right.
The video packages didn't really go long. Like it wasn't overdone. Everything I just felt like was really good. Really good. But.
Yeah, no fun. Like just so one more time, like we got another pay-per-view that we didn't going into it, we didn't know what to expect, and is this even going to be good? And then boom, like they give you again what you didn't know that you wanted, right? Like kind of thing. So I kind of like when that happens.
Yeah, absolutely. So DJ, we stayed tied with the pay-per-view. Oh wait, no, I stand corrected. You take over because you picked Lashley, and that was a championship match. So that's 2 points. I picked
that's
Paul.
2
That
points.
was 1
that's
point.
Right.
So damn, my reign is over. Look at you, got the belt all handy there.
I forgot we're not on video, but yeah.
No, yeah, we're not doing video today, but that's I see it. I see it.
Yeah. So that you got the UK show to try to.
Yeah, that's right. The UK show.
Not UK. What is it? It's
no, it is a UK show.
Oh, okay.
Clash at the Castle.
At the castle. So yeah. So you you can try me then.
Yeah, well, I'll get you then. I'm just saying, I figured, what, let him have some fun now. Once we get back to recording full time, we'll be back. I'll be back in the saddle. Yeah, and thanks to everybody who I know we didn't have the details when we went on the air last week, but thanks to everybody who dove into our SummerSlam Pick'em with homage. Our winner was Aaron Jumper.
Oh, nice.
I
like the homage name there.
Yeah, like a Hasbro jumper.
Right.
He got the SummerSlam homage t-shirt, and he also got he picked the Boyhood Dream Comes True Shawn Michaels WrestleMania shirt.
There you go.
From the homage page, which is a great shirt. I have that as well. I haven't worn it yet. I need to wear that. Maybe I'll wear it tonight while I'm hosting trivia. But good stuff there.
Thanks I got trivia tonight.
Nice. Nice. Thanks to Homage for hooking us up with those giveaways. And you guys can always pay homage by hitting up runinpod.com and going over to the deals page and clicking on our homage link. And we actually have a new homage discount code that you can only hear or only get right here. It's not listed on the website. It is RunInPod. That'll get you 15% off your first order over there at homage.com. And I know they have a bunch of sales going on all the time as well. So make sure you use that link. And like right now they have 30% off for back to school. So you can't stack our code on top of that 30%, but they have a good enough code right now for yourself or deal right now. So just use our link over at runinpod.com. All our discounts are over there. Figure Collections, Homage, Wrestling Collector Shop, Fig Tees, Buy, Sell, Trade Toys, Keystone Retro, Heroes Hideout, Ray's Energy Drink, and working on some other ones for you guys before we go back to full time. So we're also revamping our whole Patreon. We're going to have some new tiers and stuff to announce very, very soon when we go back to full time. And we also, what else was I going to mention? I think that's it. Just keep using our code over at the wrestlingcollectorshop.com. Pre-order whatever you're looking for. Run 10 will get you 10% off. Run in Pod will give you free shipping on anything over 50%. All right, DJ, what did you think of Raw after SummerSlam?
You know what? We had a fun Raw. I do see like you're a lot of people in our chat on Facebook, like we said, okay, you're Triple H, what are the top three things? A popular one was make it 2 hours again.
Yep.
And I think it would work because even last night was fun. Like I had fun actually. Like that was for a long time. For a long time, like the whole show I pretty much was engaged, but like you said, after that 2 hour mark, like I almost thought that was a main event. I was like, oh wait, there's like another hour, so that I don't think is necessary. Like even with the better programming, I don't think it's necessary. So I agree with I'm going to agree with that, even though it would be fourth on my the list that I put out there. But still, I think it would be a good idea.
I put Fire Kevin Dunn as my number one.
I don't think he's probably not doing a whole lot now. So
I don't know, man. I think those crazy when there's a brawl and the cameras are all over the place. I think that's a Kevin Dunn thing.
I think that it probably is.
I think that the overdone CGI, it is fucking Star Wars Phantom Menace or Revenge of the Sith. I think that is all Kevin Dunn as well, and that can be done away with too. Get rid of that stuff. We don't need a CGI Roman coming out before the real Roman comes out, or a CGI Bobby Lashley, or a CGI Viper come biting the screen before Randy Orton comes out. We don't need any of that. But Raw was super enjoyable last night. I put it on late. I probably caught the last hour and a half. But I did see that finish with AJ, The Miz, and who was the third person in that match? I can't remember. Oh, Mustafa Ali.
I'm about to say Mustafa.
Yep. AJ hit that the Styles Clash off that crazy kick out. That was a cool spot. Right. And then I like that Ciampa is getting a little run here for the US title. I think that's right. The US title. Yeah.
Yeah. So that smells of Triple H, and which is fine.
That's exactly where I was going with that.
Yeah. Because Ciampa deserves it. He definitely deserves it. He works hard. He puts on great matches. Let's go.
I keep seeing a meme going around that's when Vince is gonna have a heart attack when Triple H makes Ciampa versus Gargano an Iron Man match for the main event of WrestleMania.
That's hilarious. Shoot,
we'll see if that actually happens.
That happened. No trips. Yeah. That could be for the Intercontinental title, but not the main event of WrestleMania.
No. But yeah, man, solid episode of Raw. And before we talk about Ric Flair's last match here, let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back. We're gonna pay some bills here right quick, and we'll be right back. All right, so Ric Flair had his last match. I begrudgingly watched this so bad. It was unnecessary, terrible.
Sold a lot of merch.
He did sell a lot of merch, but man, just he couldn't even sit up. If you watch it, Jarrett never got pinned. He's in the figure four. They're both laying on their shoulders. And the ref just starts counting for no reason. I think Kenny pointed it out to us that you can hear Rick say, "I'm done" at one point in the middle of it. I didn't catch that, but I was watching it while I was doing 6 other things.
Right.
Yesterday, I just had it on in the background because I didn't want to pay too much attention to it because I didn't want to get depressed. I was kind of sad. Even watching him come out, he's struggling to take the belt off. He just
everything the thing where he fakes you out on the rope and then does the strut that looked bad. Oh man,
what a money grab. Hopefully this is actually his real last.
Yeah, please stop.
Match.
Please.
Did you watch any of the other matches on that card?
I did not.
No, I didn't either. I did hear that it was decent. The card looked decent.
Okay.
And some of the matches, it was Impact, AEW. There's a bunch of Ring of Honor, a bunch of promotions involved in it. I think even some NWA. Mick Foley was there, obviously. Undertaker, Diamond Dallas Page, Bret Hart. I wonder if they were all thinking the same thing as us. Jesus Christ, what are you thinking, Rick? I'm curious to what their real thoughts on it were.
I'm sure it was something close to that.
Just even seeing Rick in the t-shirt, it's oh man, I remember reading in his book when he came back in 2001. It was the last Nitro when he wrestled Sting. He was all upset because he had to wear a t-shirt because he wasn't confident in his physique. And I feel like the same thing, like this is exactly what it was. I mean, I know he had surgery. I know he's 73, like, or whatever it is. And like, but it's depressing when you see this guy going out there and he's freaking wearing, the shirt with his stuff. You're just like, come on, man. Like, really? This is what we're doing here?
Yeah, no, and you could tell, like, it did remind me of the end of the movie The Wrestler, where the Ayatollah was like just laying on the ground, like, no, just pin me, like that's what it looked like to me. Like, everybody like slowing way down when he was in the ring. And then, of course, when the current guys got tagged in, then it went back to a normal pace for a while. So it's just, come on, bro. Like, like I know how you feel about the business. So you need to put those, like, those real, like, I've even seen video of him like talking smack about older guys before. Like,
Right.
like if you go back and look at some YouTubes of him talking smack about older guys holding on and the match not looking good, now he's doing it, so it's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
It's all right, dude. You could keep putting merch out, and you're gonna have some Ric Flair fans buy it. Like,
Hey, just got to deal with Roots of Fight. Like,
Root of Fight's got some cool stuff for Ric Flair.
His merch is wanted. It's not like people don't, his figures sell. His,
Yep.
It's not like people don't want him to.
And we remember you're
right.
not forgotten. Yeah,
it's not like people don't want to celebrate him. He's still making money at meet and greets and stuff like that. But
exactly.
Just sad to see, especially as like a big fan, as I am. It's like, damn, dude, I hated even listening to him come out on Raw like up to a year ago, where he like can't really understand what the hell he's saying, and just a shell of his old self. But
yeah, no, it's all right. Like, hopefully, like like the debts that we heard about, hopefully they're about paid. Maybe this paid it off. Like, maybe they did this to pay, like, all the way pay it off.
Yeah, maybe.
That's and then that way, now everything that he makes literally goes to his pocket now. Like, maybe that's what they're doing. Hopefully, like, that's what I hope this was all for. And then, so now he can, like, for real rest, like, be, sit back and be a fan with us, like, maybe show up on whatever and woo a few times, and we'll be happy with that. But we don't need him in the ring anymore.
Right. Yeah, and for it being a tag match too, I thought that Jarrett and Flair were in the ring way too much. I mean, Jarrett didn't look terrible. Jarrett looked like he could still go a little bit, but I think that, like, if you could redo it, I know it's Ric Flair's last match, but man, have Jay Lethal and Andrade do way more than they did, because it didn't seem like they did a whole lot.
They did.
Like, it was mostly Flair,
right,
and Jarrett. So
right, which was not necessary. It's like,
no,
we're all right with what, like, we would understand if Jay Lethal and Andrade were, in the ring for 85% of the time. We would understand why.
Right. Yep. But anything else you wanted to discuss, DJ, while we have the people here? I know you talked about the Kurt Angle biography there. Mm-hmm. I have not been able to watch it yet because I don't have A&E, but I'm going to try to make it a point to watch it.
Yeah, no, because this one, most of the, like, what I like about the A&E documentary so far is, like, they get deep, and it's not the like the Dark Side of the Ring kind of started to get into the trashy kind of deep into wrestling, where this got into, like, the actual people and issues that they had to go through. And Kurt, like, a lot of, like, because I'm not a big dirt sheet reader, so, and I didn't, like, I like Kurt Angle, but I wasn't the hugest Kurt Angle fan, so there was stuff I didn't know. And just, the details on how, like, after he broke his neck and the, like, going for the gold medal and all of that, like, and then they show the video of how he did it.
Ooh.
And yeah, so it's just like, wow. And then just everything he was going through, like, went through, like, what he talked about being in TNA and what he was going through while he was there. I like that WWE is big enough to have Jim Ross be one of the people speaking in the documentary. Like, we're like, hey, we know you're working with somebody else, but you were here for all of his career, so you have, we would like your voice in this documentary, and I think that's cool to do. Like, not have this childish, oh, he's with he's with AEW, we don't want him on a WWE program. Like, why? So so I'm glad that they're able to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to watch it. Like I said, I don't have A&E. I know you said the app has it, so I might try that out.
Free app.
I'm on the website right now. It's only showing me season 1 though, but I'll have to see. Maybe there's a way around that. I'll figure it out.
Try it on your TV streamer.
Yeah, I'll see it. I'll find a way to watch it. But all right, man. I think that's it for this little recap. What do you got planned for the rest of the summer, DJ? Summer's almost over here. We got like 4 or 5 weeks left of summer. What do you got planned?
Well, I mean, technically, for like, see, the way I think of summer is when when the kid goes back to school. I think summer's over. Like, that's the way in my brain, the way it works. So in my opinion, there's 2 weeks of summer left.
Oh, Jesus.
And so not this weekend, but next weekend, for folks here in the Northern California, Stockton Con Summer Edition will be going on that Saturday and Sunday. You have Thunder Rosa, JBL, Johnny Gargano. I know there's some people I'm forgetting off the top of my head, but they're going to be there, signing and taking pics. Along with comic book folks and Hillary Banks from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Wait, from the new Bel-Air or the old one? Oh, yep. Man.
So
what is she looking like these days?
Yeah. So all of them will be there, and so we'll definitely do and that's like right the weekend before school starts for my daughter. So we'll go, and and it's a good time. Like, the Stockton Con is like, I've been a couple times, good times, good figs too. Like, there's nice. And you can make some deals. So yeah. So Northern California, if you're around here, I would highly suggest it, and you can come say hey.
All right. So I have to get a full report from you when we get back on the air here full time. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Labor Day weekend. So it is Labor Day weekend is the 3rd. That's the Clash at the Castle. We're going to record that week. So if you're in the Patreon, our next episode will drop September 8th. If you're just a regular listener, the new episode will drop September 9th. So that's a Friday. Yeah, man, for us, we got vacation next week. We're going away. We're going up to a lake in New Hampshire, and just going to relax for the week. And then we come back, and we got like 3 weeks before school starts. My kid starts back on the 1st. So of September. So he goes for 2 days, and then he has Labor Day weekend off. Makes no sense, but whatever.
No, damn well there's going to be a snow day and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. So first year in middle school, see how that goes.
Ooh.
So, yeah, yes. My wife's having a hard time with it, like just the age thing.
Yeah, no, I know.
But
don't drop me off in front of the school anymore.
Yeah. We got some we're going to a minor league baseball game tomorrow, and we went to the Real Red Sox last week. Me and him, just the two of us, are going to a Red Sox game in a couple weeks, just the two of us, and it's Star Wars night, so we get a Rafael Devers Obi-Wan Kenobi bobblehead.
Are they doing the drones or the fireworks?
Fenway doesn't really do that. I don't know if they're doing the drone. They'll have like guys dressed up and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. See, A's, they do, like, last time they had drones that were making the.
I remember you talking about that. Yeah. So
and then they also do fireworks in the same.
Fenway is literally like in the middle of a neighborhood. So I don't know if they can get away with doing all that stuff because of the noise ordinances and stuff. But who knows? We went last year, and it was just like characters walking around and stuff like that. So the big thing is getting the bobblehead. So right. we got those, and we're just we're going to a WWE house show. I forgot. I'm gonna do a vlog, I think, of it while we're there.
I think because they have a couple coming around here, and
August 27th we're going.
Okay, yeah, September they have, like, there's all around town, and I'm just like, and the prices are, like you said, like, they'll start at like $25. So I'm like,
Dude, and the house, we've said it a million times on this show.
Yep.
The house shows are way more fun.
They are
like than a SmackDown or a Raw or a pay-per-view even.
right.
They're just, I actually splurged on this a little bit and bought seats on the aisle so that he can like on the ramp, so he can high five the guys and stuff like that as they come out. So
exactly.
It'll be a good time. So still waiting to see if the Street Profits break up before I buy him a shirt. Because he wants a Street Profit shirt, but I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Man.
I don't
know.
Let's go with the Bloodline shirt.
That's what I'm trying to push.
Yeah.
He loves Stranger Things and he likes Hulk Hogan, so I'm trying to get him. Hulk Hogan's Beat Shop there was a Hulk Hogan shirt in the last season of Stranger Things that the mom is wearing, and Hulk Hogan's Beat Shop actually started selling that one. So I'm trying to get him to buy that one, but he's not into it. So, but we'll have to. I'll do a vlog and post it up on our Patreon. Keep an eye on Patreon, by the way, guys. As I said a few times, we're going to revamp it. I know a few of you guys stopped your Patreon while we were doing our little break here, but we're coming back. We're only going to have 3 tiers going forward, but some cool stuff in them. And we'll always be adding to them. So make sure you sign up if you haven't. It's patreon.com/runinpod, or go re-sign up if you dropped out. But and of course, we got to thank our sponsors: Figure Collections, Homage, Wrestling Collector Shop. Keep an eye on our social medias for all our discount codes and stuff going on with them. And of course, thanks to Dean Wireman, the Mean Dean, social media machine, hooking us up. He's taking care of our TikTok, our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. So, yeah, that's it for this 2 quick episodes here to get back in the swing of things. My name is Tommy Paradise.
It's your boy DJ up here in the rafters.
And this has been another special edition of the Run In Podcast. We'll talk to you guys soon. So soon.